Now if you go back and watch how I trade in these videos here, you'll discover that I trade mostly on one time frame, which is mostly the 1 hour time frame. Now some of you guys have noticed it and started asking questions like, why do you only use the 1 hour time frame? Does this strategy only work on the 1 hour time frame? So in this video I'm going to be answering all of your questions and show you guys how you can use one particular time frame to get an edge in the market. Now just before we get into the chapter of things, I want to tell you guys how I was able to use like the 1 time frame consistently and everything. It all started when I first learned day trading. So this was like from the day one of my trading journey and everything. I'm talking from the very day one. Remember that time when my tutor was teaching me, like, in 5 minutes you see another candlestick pop up, in 30 minutes you see another candlestick pop up. And she said, like, this is the 1 hour time frame. Once it comes into another hour, another candlestick will pop up. I think the time when she said it, it was like going to the next hour. So mainly price got to 2 and I saw another candlestick pop up. I was like, oh my god, I've understood it. 1 time frame was just like the default time frame. Like, I could easily resonate with 1 hour. Now let's put that out of the way. Let me show you guys how I see the 1 time frame. And this process I'm going to show you guys is not only applicable to the 1 hour time frame, but if you want to master a particular time frame, I'm going to be explaining everything right on here. Now as you can see, this is clearly Euro USD. Now some things I'm going to show you guys here. Sometimes you need to unlearn something to learn something. So hopefully. Now typically for myself, I don't necessarily scale down into this time frame, this other time frame, and this other time frame. I basically do everything on one time frame. So if I want to short the market, for example, I try to figure out everything on the 1 time frame, like that particular time frame I'm using. Now why I usually do this is to eliminate any form of distraction. Like, come on, I've already analyzed the charts and know the direction of the market, and now going to another time frame and doing another analysis for what you already know. And not even the fact that sometimes on the higher time frame it tells you to buy it, but when you go to the lower time frame it's saying it's sell. Now I try to save myself the stress of confusion and do everything on that particular time frame. The first thing I could easily spot out here is that there's literally like a resistance right here, at this point here in the market. Now as you can see, with just like the 1 hour time frame, I've already discovered the point where price is mostly reacting to. If I were to do that whole thing where you check for your entry on the 5 minutes, you check on this on the 30 minutes and the 15 minutes, I might probably get confused, you understand? Now one thing that is very important in the market is for you to know the direction of the market. This is actually the first thing you should be able to know. So for the direction of the market, I majorly use the moving averages, which is the 20 and the 25. Although with a glance of this you can easily tell that okay, this is actually a downtrend, but the moving average actually gives you that consistency that okay, price is currently up now, it's currently down. Now one other thing I like about the moving average is that it shows you the direct trend of the market at that point in time. So with this, I don't need to draw trend lines on the chart, making mistake without me knowing that there's a mistake. So the market just draw everything for you, like the moving average just draws everything for you. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add in like my jelly beans. So what I literally do is that I just come in and change the inputs right here. I'll change this to let me put this to be 20. Then style, I think let me put this to be, let's make this red, let's make this red. This is 20, so let's change this to be at least 25. So let's change it to 25. Then in the styles you can change this to like yellow, I think so. So yeah, let's put yellow. Okay, yellow is looking so bad, so let's change this to something like blue. I think blue will be okay. So let's change this to blue. Now one of the reasons that I stick to one time frame is because of the moving average. Now the moving average is basically centered on one time frame. Let me say this is the 1 hour time frame, and the 1 hour time frame is telling you that price is in an uptrend. Then you scale down and find out that price is literally below the moving average. Now this will kind of bring like a confusion to you. One thing you should know whenever you're scaling up and scaling down from time frames is that the higher time frame is the main direction of the market. Now you might see price below the moving averages in the lower time frame. This is actually a retracement in the higher time frame. So this is something that you should no. Now something to add to this is that you might not know when this retracement is over, when price is already done going down in the lower time frame. Now one other reason that I actually love using like the 1 hour time frame specifically is because the trends in the market on here are like long last. If you look at like a 1 minute chart, like if you take your time and go into like the 1 minute chart, you find out that it forms like a crazy uptrend again and forms like a downtrend. So like when I look at the 1 hour time frame, it's just like one consistent pattern. Like now one other secret that I would love to tell you is that the higher the time frame, the more likely you are to know the direction of the market. Now this is not like a strategy video, I'm just trying to show you like the essence of like if you focus on one time frame. But for me personally, I feel like the 1 hour time frame feels standard because I don't know, it feels standard for me because like 1 hour, I don't know, it's just like 1 hour sounds good.